you show off your ring? Heather. Wait, did you have any say in how beautiful this ring is? Or
We did it together.
Yes.
Yes. We're not, listen.
No, there's no surprises
There,
here.
no. I'm sorry, but if we could just be real for a second. No one's buying each other a car, a house, a piece of jewelry that's ridiculously expensive. We're a partnership, always have been, always will be, but Martin Katz killed it.
Yeah.
it's unreal.
And I don't want to trigger Emily, but my initials are on the setting.
I was satisfied with my professional life because I was too afraid to say out loud that I wanted children because it was too late. That's how I saw it. So I'm the kind of person who will make my situation good. I have enough blessings, I told myself. Don't be greedy, I told myself. But if I were sitting quietly in my own space and having a conversation with God about what I wanted, I would say out loud, wow, having children would have been the dream. Maybe there's other plans for me. I'm cool with that. It's like everything in life. When you say it out loud, the universe kind of starts cooperating. Like the minute I told a girlfriend of mine I wanted children, and she said, we never wanted kids. And I was like, actually, I did. She goes, you never said that. I know you for your, I said, I never said it because it's like me saying I want to be an astronaut and go to the moon tomorrow. It's not happening. So why am I going to say it? So it's something I can't have. I see a story about Sandra Bullock and she's my age. I'm Googling her age. She adopts a child. I look over here. I look over there. It's like everything just starts aligning. And then boom, here it is. So now I've got a 7-year-old and an almost 5-year-old. I mean, it's crazy. And it's so fun to get to live that part of my life that I thought was going to be non-existent. It's pretty cool.
She has like fidgety stuff sometimes, like she likes to like pick at her nails sometimes, or like you can just tell when she's got like a different kind of energy. So I can pick up on when she's like a little bit nervous or something like that, which is nice to know.
Yeah, I think that something I actually learned last night was the way that Joey eats pasta.
I'm blaming the dish. That wasn't my fault.
Let there be no cameras around when he's eating pasta.
It was clumped together. They were like, it was like in a circle, and it was a mess. No one needs to see that.
It was funny. I've always wanted to live in New York. I love the hustle and bustle of things there, and I'm excited to experience it, regardless if I hate it or love it. I feel like I need to experience it. I work in construction project management. There's a lot of work to be had in New York for that. So
yeah, and I've never thought of living there, but seeing how excited she is, I think it's the perfect time in our life to do something like that, and it'll be something I know that we both won't regret living in a big city. And I'll look to do something tennis related. We are very open to what's going to happen there, so I think that's also something that's in the future to figure out.
Daily Mail is reporting that Kyle Richards will not be able to return to the show unless she comes public about her relationship with Morgan Wade. Do you have any thoughts on that? No?
Why do we have to know about a relationship? I don't want to know who's munching on anything. I don't care. How about that? I don't care. Do what you got to do and keep it to yourself. Okay?
What former housewife would I love to see come back? Let me think. Because we got Portia back in Atlanta, which I'm really excited about. I think now that we've got Kyle and Kathy, I think it would be fun if Kim Richards came back.
The Real Housewives of New Jersey aren't holding anything in the promo.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that? Have you guys thought of giving them something over the
We couldn't
years?
think of something for the Jersey Housewives to hold in season 1. They were gonna hold flowers, and they probably should have because it's the Garden State. We thought about like horse heads or something mob related, but that seemed a little dark. So here we are.
Yes, but she's not really leaving the nest. She'll go to college and I'll get an apartment near there. And we say that as a joke, but that will happen. And I don't care if it's popular. I'm not moving in the dorm like Melissa McCarthy in that movie, but I might. But I'm going to move close or have a place close. We can have a place close. That's a good investment. It's a real estate opportunity. It's not going to be a waste of money. It's something that I can invest in, that I can go to if I want to. And we're definitely going to go to a college in a nice warm weather climate so I can take my beach walks. We have our eyes on Pepperdine or Santa Barbara. Yeah, we're going to school somewhere that has nice weather and beaches. That's just what we are doing.
I have met someone and I am dating, and yeah, you can't tell from my smile. It has just been such a healing experience. And just such a fun experience. And I guess you'll have to tune into season 6 to see a little bit more of that process.
Well, both of my girls, if music is playing, they are both dancing their little hearts out. It's actually the cutest thing. June has just started doing that, and like music comes on, she's bobbing her head. But it's funny you should ask. Literally today, I'm taking Sage to her first day of her dance team. So it's happening. She is like, she's on the dance train as of now. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little nervous because I'm like, this could either be she loves it or maybe she doesn't love it and we find something else for her to do. But either way, I'm happy with whatever she wants to do. I just want to help her pursue things that she loves and that make her happy. So we'll see how it goes. Wish us luck.
It's just a mommy makeover. So I'm done having kids. I was just kind of ready to get back to my body and feeling confident. And if, any women out there have had babies, they know that downstairs is never the same. So it just basically tightened it back up and gave me my pre-baby vagina, I guess, if you will. Yeah. And then my breast reduction was just because I had breastfed and my titties were a little lopsided. So it was good to just kind of get those back. And I feel really great. The recovery was awesome. I was in Vegas like 5 days later. And I'm good.
Doing that, but she was a champ.
So I'm feeling good. I think it's our vice because we don't drink or do drugs. It's like, oh, we're going to better our outward appearance because that's our addiction.
Literally though. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good thing for us, but here we are.
Right?
I changed my spam account to be followers only. I didn't expect people to be so excited to be in this little club, Chris, but I'm so, we have a cute little tiny group of 4 million people and we're all talking about crazy stuff on there. You wish you could join, but it's been very nice and the internet has been very kind to me over the past few days and it's really reframed how I feel about myself and about being on a platform like this.
Here's what I think the franchise should do. And even though I love the franchise because I work for them, I think that the franchise should pull together all of the former winners and do the battle for the crown for all the winners. And I'd like them to bring back Tyra Sanchez, all the girls who have been ostracized, and I'd like to get them in a room and battle. And I think the grand prize should be $1 million.
How much body glitter would you estimate is on your body right now?
More than the sands of Peru.
How long will it take you to get it off? Or do you even want to get it off?
I think I'm going to roll around in the bed with a man tonight, honey. He'll get it off for me.
I love it. I love it. And how long did it take you to get ready for this lovely evening?
We started about 7 hours. Yeah, this is a lot of weave, a lot of grist. The longest it took for me was to tuck.
I decided almost even before I went on The Bachelor that fantasy suites needed to be my own personal version of them, that I didn't feel comfortable having a physical relationship with more than one person. And so my fantasy suites were really about, more about emotional intimacy than physical. And I saw a value in having a fantasy suite. You really do need to have those off-camera conversations. But mine, I just took that off the table. I said I don't want a bed in the room. I want this to be known that this was really about emotional intimacy and about talking about the things that you need to know before you make an important decision about a person. So my fantasy suites are different.
I'm not really. I was like a nerd. I was a literal nerd. They used to be like, how many books are in your backpack? I used to be walking home from school like this. I was a nerd, except for math. I hate it.
So you were no tattoos in high school, no drinking in high school, no messing around?
Nothing. I used to cut, though. I used to cut. My aunt used to live across the street. Don't tell anybody I said this, but I used to jump in her pool and be like, all right, I'm going back to school. The truancy van never picked me up. Still had A's, so who cares?
Okay.
Except for in math, because I hate it.
It's exciting in a sense because I've learned so much since I was a father at 21 the first time. And, it's been 25 years since I've had a baby. Jacob just turned 25. And I had no problem. I changed the diapers, I used to rotate one night. I would get up one night, their mom would get up, and I'll do the same. Good thing is I don't sleep well at night anyway, so I can take the night shift. That's part of being 56. I just don't have to take any medicine for sleep. So I'll just, and I just think looking at the baby and realizing there's something that Annie and I have created together. And scientifically, it's every day is a new journey. And there's nobody in this world that I would want to share it more with than Annie. And the baby will outlast my lifetime, obviously. And, it's something that she can look at and say, you know, this is something that we have.
Previously on Love Island.
Wait, iconic. Okay, how much work is it for you to get those shows done every single day?
Do you know what? It was never too much in the past, but this year was the first year that UK and Love Island shows, the UK and the US shows were on the same time. So I basically had 24 hours of day shift UK, night shift US, and that was pretty wild.
I don't know why people think that because I had surgery, I decided, let me just spend thousands of dollars to get braces. No, I actually really needed them. It just so happens that it happened after my surgery, so people think it's for cosmetic. Trust me, it's not cosmetic. I do not enjoy braces. As a 36-year-old, they are very uncomfortable. My husband loves it because he thinks I look younger, so thank you, darling. But yeah, you know, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well just do it all, right? Head to toe, including the teeth. Long story short, I was born without half of a jawbone that never fully grew in, and I've had 23 oral surgeries. So this is actually my third time with braces. My bottom teeth started shifting because a permanent retainer broke, and it started like cracking a tooth. So I had to have the bottom done, and then we decided since the bottom was getting straightened out, the top started to, you know, and I said, just do it. Like, if I'm gonna have them on, I might as well do it and get it done and over with. It's 1 year. What's 1 year, right?
When I saw the wedding invitations, I don't think they showed this on the show, but so Adnan designed the wedding invitation and showed me before he went to go get them printed. It had like our details on it, but in the photo, there was only a photo of him. Like, I wasn't on this wedding invitation. So his reasoning was that, like, since I'm a girl, he can't go and give out a wedding invitation with like a pretty photo of his wife. Like, that's not for his friends and family to look at. So that was the reasoning that I got behind it. But yeah, I felt like since most of the guests were all from him, you know, there was 300 people there for his side and I only had 2 people. So I felt like, you know, I just need to think of it as this is how happy he is and how excited he is to get married to me. A lot of people have thought that I have paid for it, and like, I didn't pay a single penny for it. And he planned everything. He had, you know, money from before, and he's, you know, successful in Jordan. He does modeling and acting, and then he has businesses as well that don't really get talked about on the show. So he probably has like 4 or 5 businesses in Jordan.
Is he what, 22?
He's 23 now.
23 now. Okay, but still, that's really young to have such a successful career going. That's really amazing.
I mean, you definitely don't see a 23-year-old here in the States like that.
I think that, you know, we're going to move in that direction, but not immediately. You know, we kind of are excited just to be out in public and, you know, getting to know each other's friends and family for a little while. And then, you know, sometime in the next few months, we'll start thinking wedding. But, you know, just enjoying being a couple for a couple months is going to be nice, especially during the holidays. It's too hectic anyway. And probably in 2025, like you know, we want to be married. Like, we want to start a life together. We're starting a life together, you know, whether we're married or not. We certainly are. But, you know, maybe to, you know, make it official.
Joan and I, we're going to keep our homes for now. And how long now is, I can't tell you. But currently, we're going to keep our homes in Wichita, Kansas, and then Maryland. And then we're going to get a place in New York City. So we're going to be it's going to be a triangle where we go. But we really both do like New York City. But we're going to commit to a year to see how much we like it. There's been some other places we've talked about a permanent home at. So it's just this next year is going to be kind of just about having fun.
We're surprisingly a lot alike. Things are really, really easy with us. I think the only thing that, you know, I've seen him as like a kind of pretty energetic, commanding man. You know, he works out every day and he goes and he, you know, works really hard and he's out in the evening with his friends. But when we're together, I find him sleeping on the sofa a lot. So he's a napper. And if he lays down, he's out.
I love my nap. I could take a nap any time of the day.
Yeah. So I see like this energetic side of him. And then all of a sudden that I hear, you know, we talk a lot on the phone, you know, when we weren't allowed to be together. So, but it was hilarious that he really sleeps way more than I expected.
Well, you get to a happy couple home, and they're fantastic houses here in LA, and you can't leave. It's been a little cold to get out in the pool. And I'm like, Joan, please keep me busy. Keep me busy, because if you don't keep me busy, I'm going to lay down on that couch.
You said you don't like the food in Italy. That is crazy talk.
You know, that was a very general statement, and I'll stick behind it, but there are amazing restaurants in Italy. I think if you can get to them from a super yacht, you found the best ones in Italy. And I don't mind fresh food, which is why I love the food at Wendy's.
What does a typical day look like for you eating-wise? Like, do you eat a lot of fast food, a lot of Diet Cokes?
Both. I start my morning. I don't start with coffee. I always start with a Diet Coke. Easy ice with lemon. I love a splash of Dr. Pepper in there, too. John and I get breakfast together every morning after we drop Henry off at school. And then the workday begins, and it's crazy. And we do eat a lot of fast food.
So you're doubling down.
I'm doubling down.